Hey guys, Phil here from PRC Taping. Today we continue the Columbia How-To series. Today we're going to be talking about Columbia Tomahawks. So we've talked about maintenance kits, cleaning, storing, and maintaining your Columbia Tomahawks. Today we're going to be discussing the different size Tomahawks, what you would use them for, what I use them for on my job sites, and the most common sizes. So going from the smallest size Tomahawk, you're going to basically use that size for wiping tapes. Now you've seen us post videos of that in the past where we're just going around and after we run the automatic taper, we wipe tapes with the 7-inch. I believe that's the one we use in the videos. Throw it right on the Tomahawk system, do all that from the floor, works really great for that. Anything above that, an 8, a 10, a 12, and a 14, you can do some cleaning up behind the box. Now, I say this, I do not suggest you wiping behind your boxes. If your boxes are set up properly, you should not have to wipe behind them. But when I say you clean up behind your box, I mean you just clean the starts and the stops. Basically where you've started running your box, you just want to maybe fill that little bit of a void. Sometimes you don't have to, but in this case, you can throw a 14 right on your Tomahawk system and just clean up behind your boxes straight from the floor. So that takes care of the smallest size Tomahawks, ranging all the way up to 14 inches. Then you're going to get into the 18s, the 24, the 32s, and the 48s, which I mostly use for really bad tie-ins. If you're doing old existing, if you're doing a renovation, popcorn ceiling removal, if you're doing level 5 areas, that's where these ones shine. So basically from the sizes 14 down, you're going to use it with one hand, either off your hawk, in your mud pan, if it fits in your mud pan, if you have a large enough one for that. 14 and down, you're going to do that. Once you start getting into the larger size blades, you can still use the 18 with one hand, but anything above this, I would suggest using two hands to get more leverage and for more of a feel on the wall, because when you're working on a wall and you're using one hand, you could be favoring one side. So you want to make sure you're using both sides. If you're doing a level 5 finish, you want to make sure it's nice and even and the angle of the blade is correct. You don't want to be too much of an angle like this because that's going to take all your mud off. If you're filling something, you want it to be more flat. And if you're taking mud off of a wall, you want it to be more on an angle, like if you're doing the level 5 finish. So that was a quick video on how you can use your Columbia Tomahawks. And again, my favorite sizes are 14, just to clean up around the box, 18-inch, 24-inch, and a 32-inch. Those are my most used sizes. I think my 24 is probably my most used size. And again, use them however you wish on your job sites, but I hope this video helps.